Click subscribe to get latest news and don't forget to press the bell icon.
Two-time presidential loser John McCain's obsessive jealousy of Trump has been on full display lately, as the dried-up old schmuck has spent every waking moment in recent months plotting on ways to bring down the president of the United States. 24 hours after North Korea stated their intentions to strike the United States territory of Guam with a nuke, that's currently a base to 6,000 U.S. military personnel, McCain was leading the latest anti-Trump sabotage at the White House, chastising Trump over his fire and fury threats towards North Korea. But unfortunately for treasonous McCain, a disturbing video has just surfaced from his past, proving who the real reckless warmonger is. Whether you like Trump or not, getting behind our president when it comes to North Korea's declaration of war on us is vital. Experts now confirm that North Korea is capable of hitting the United States with an intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, and possess nuclear warheads that can fit inside these missiles. McCain along with liberals have been blasting Trump's efforts to prevent the United States from becoming a nuclear wasteland, where McCain puffed out his chest in a recent interview, lecturing Trump on how a good leader should deal with North Korea. The great leaders I've seen don't threaten unless they're ready to act, and I'm not sure President Trump is ready to act. I take exception to the president's comments because you got to be sure you can do what you say you're going to do. As he lectures Trump over his fiery rhetoric on North Korea, let's cue the video from 10 years ago when McCain was running for president, and asked whether he's consider military action towards Iran if elected, due to the aggression the country had displayed in their pursuit of nuclear weapons. McCain not only agreed that he'd go after Iran with full force, but then broke out in full song, singing the Bomb Iran to the Beach Boys' classic hit Barbara Ann. That old Beach Boys song, Bomb Iran, he said to laughter. Bomb, 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 anyway, And McCain is worried about Trump's rhetoric. Are you serious? It's alarming how inconsistent McCain is when it comes to dealing with America's enemies, which proves his ongoing outbursts against Trump are completely out of spite and jealousy. As McCain gripes about Trump as being too aggressive with North Korea, this clown was out in full force flapping his gums about how Trump isn't doing enough to ramp up our military forces in Afghanistan just last week, proving yet again what a hypocritical boss this guy truly is. McCain's cockiness has now grown so out of control, that last week he threatened to basically take over as commander-in-chief, vowing to make his move if he's not satisfied with how President Trump was dealing with Afghanistan by September. More than 6 months after President Trump's inauguration, there still is no strategy for success in Afghanistan, McCain said in a statement. 8 years of a don't-lose strategy has cost us lives and treasure in Afghanistan. Our troops deserve better. It's amazing how John McCain, a traitor since Vietnam, thinks he's the subject matter expert on military strategy. But when you continue to commit treason against your country for decades and get away with it scot-free, the cockiness begins to metastasize, producing incredibly brazen behavior like we're currently witnessing with John McCain. Let's not forget that McCain was caught working with foreign governments to overthrow the President of the United States back in January, an act that's a federal crime and could land him 20 years in prison. John McCain is a perfect example of why term limits should be put in place. This guy has done an unbelievable amount of damage during his time in Washington. His recent antics with attempting to overthrow Trump with a fake Russian dossier story and then officially killing the Obamacare repeal is just a fraction of his backstabbing antics. For decades, this guy has been throwing people under the bus in order to further his political career, where we exposed earlier this week how he tirelessly worked for decades to bury stunning information about how his fellow American prisoners of war who were left alive in Vietnam to rot. As this moron continues to garner the sympathy of millions of Americans with his latest cancer diagnosis, we must work to uncover the truth about who John McCain truly is. You know it's just a matter of time before this crusty Beltway barnacle kicks the bucket, and we'll all be enduring nauseating tributes about his heroic and patriotic service to our country.